Next is the board member reports. Ms. Chavez.
Yes, very briefly. I know because of the budget concerns and everything we've talked, I hate saying this, but on May 19th is voting day, and it is so important that we get out so that we're no longer in trouble. The state really needs us to pass those propositions. And I went to the public library and I found a very simple voter's guide. This is in English, but there were some in Spanish and there were some in other languages. I saw about 5 different languages at our local library across the street. And they're such simple. They explain each of the 6 propositions that we have to vote on for money. And because they, right now they're losing and we're going to be in worse condition if they don't pass. But I have never seen propositions explained so clearly. It's a nonpartisan, it explains both sides, but it's done in 1 or 2 sentences. So if any of you get to the library and pick up right in their lobby, they have a very simple voting guide. And I read it and it just made sense. And it's sponsored by the League of Women Voters, so, you know, take heart.
Thank you, Ms. Chavez. If I may, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, I have a problem having signs, but you just have them in the back because you're obstructing people's view. Just, or be courteous and put them on the side. Just as a respect to people that are in the back sitting. Thank you. Mrs. Roberts. You can put them on the side or in the back, just so people that sit in the back are not blocked the view. Thank you. Mrs. Lopez.
Yes, I just want to thank Lincoln Elementary School for inviting us on Saturday. They have 3 consecutive Saturdays education for the kids. That's also enrichment programs. And they were learning this Saturday how to cook and Mayan numbers and history of Mayan. It was beautiful. Also, I want to congratulate Fireball parents. Falcons, they deserve it. Very good job. And what can I say? I know the part that you work every single day. So today I just wanted to leave my minutes to the speakers that are going to be here later on. So
thank you, Ms. Lopez. Mr. Espinosa.
Yes, good evening. Let's see, something I've done since the last board meeting. I attended the superintendent and board self-evaluation workshop in Rancho Cucamonga, and I think that serves as an important event for for professional development. I think it's very important not only for teachers but as for board members to be aware of the way things are done in other districts, and I think it's something that I'm going to try my best to do because it just gives you a tool to do things better. And just to let people know what was discussed at this meeting is the process of superintendent evaluation was discussed, but it's also the need and the process for board self-evaluations that normally sometimes are ignored, and I think it's the only way boards can get better and can communicate with each other in a better fashion. And so I think maybe this year could be a first time where we could possibly have a board self-evaluation session somehow, and we could do that during the summer. On another note, I'd like to congratulate all the seniors this year for the 2009 College Bound seniors, especially. They on May 1st decided which school they're going to go to, and Fireball has an outstanding class coming up this year, as well as Lynwood High School. I don't know the numbers for Fireball, but for Lynwood High School, I think there's about 120 CSU acceptances this year, and so that's a pretty good. That's I think one of the top we've had for the past since 1996. And I'd like to thank Mr. Jerry Harvey who works with that. And I hope that next year, I already told Mr. Harvey, and I want to just make it public that next year, at least for Lynwood High School, I don't know the numbers for Fireball, but Lynwood High School, we want the goal of 150 CSU UC acceptances, and that's never been, that's 30 more than this year, so I think we can find 30 more students. And also, just seeing all these awards and all these things that our students are involved in outside of Lynwood, I just want to make sure that that the public is aware that we need to protect these student academic programs in these times of budget cuts, and students get a lot out of being part of these academic programs because they show off their talents and they show off their skills. So we need to make sure as a board that as much as the budget is, we need to make sure that we try to protect these special programs and academic programs as much as possible, because I know some of these things are under the flexibility rules, but we just need to make sure that these are priorities for students. I think we were just told we need to focus on student needs over adult needs, and I think students get a lot out of these things that we do for them, and they go compete and they show off what kind of talent that the day team is seeing in our students. And I'd like to just end with two things just to become aware. I'm still wanting to know when the FitMat report is coming out, and I'm still waiting on the district consultant report, and I'd like to know that.
Thank you, Mr. Espinosa. Mr. Morales?
No report today, Mr. Solis.
Thank you, Mr. Morales. A couple of things. First and foremost, happy Mother's Day to every mother that's out here and celebrating with their, hopefully, children and family members. I know my mother means a lot to me in my life, so I hope that you're all a good inspiration for your children as well. Met with some of the unions regarding next year's possible cuts, some concerns, and of course their suggestions to me. I attended the Lincoln event. It was a great event. I want to thank the principal there, Ms. Chavez at Lincoln Elementary School, and Ms. Sanchez, which actually she's a classmate of mine from Lynwood High School '99, and she's working on her doctorate at UCLA, and I think something with the administration. So she did a great job. That was part of her project, one of her projects at UCLA for her doctorate. And she's teaching right now at Fireball High School. I believe she's teaching Spanish. So just want to thank both of them for the invitation. I invited the full board to attend. It was a great event and helped motivate about, I think, 50 kids. Tell them about some trade things that they can do in life, such as culinary. They invited the chef from La Huasteca. They learned how to prepare some items, some food items. They had some workshops on, learning some of the Mayan culture. So it was very, I think, empowering for them. And I think that we should do more of these activities at our schools for our students. So I hope that I get invited to these type of events at other schools, and that we have it again next year, hopefully at Lincoln as well. I was a guest speaker at on Friday for Dominguez Hills, and on the way back, or on my way home, I stopped by the Lynwood High School prom. It was interesting to be there because it was 10 years ago that I graduated from Lynwood High School, and that suddenly you're getting old. I really felt it. I graduated 10 years ago, and I went 10 years to my prom. I was only there for 30 minutes because I couldn't deal with it anymore, but I was getting old. Again, I just stopped by to show our chaperones and our people that do it. Ms. Camacho does an excellent job every year at what she does. So I want to thank her, and of course, all the chaperones, like I said. They were there on volunteer time. Yeah, they got to eat, but they got to, do their service there, and I'm sure that they, along with the students, had a lot of fun. There's a lot of issues coming up in our district. We have a lot of things that are pending. I think it's a very busy time for all of us. I look forward to going to the graduations and supporting, it's one of the times we get to celebrate our students, our families. But we have a lot of things still that are pending on the district office, and one of those being the budget. We're all very concerned about what's going on. We have our full staff just on top of that, from applying to the federal money to seeing when we're going to get it. So I think it's very important that we stay up to date on what's going on with our budget, and let's be hopeful. Hopefully the best decisions are made on May 19th for our state, and I hope we're not in a bigger hole after that day. So with that, I encourage everyone to go and just go vote on May 19th. Next, that concludes my report and the board's report. We will now hear from the public, and we have a couple of people that signed up. Mrs. Smith.